132 patient transit. Working to one, but 14. We are worth what's the 17? It's a smaller space than something. Did you ever go to the unit house? What you do when you get in the unit house? So much of them all and so that was good and then so they did. Okay. 14, go and show me arriving in the area. 10-4.
Anonymous. Hey, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining me.
Don't have my body cam on. Sure. One dirty clear. What? All right. God. Go ahead. Yeah, they Greenwood Elementary negative check. I think I did. Yeah, that's a real call. Okay, thank you.
I appreciate you folks joining me. It's Standing Tall 710, coming at you live from behind the Wasatch Curtain. We're here in the beautiful city of Lehi. We're at the United States Postal Office here. I've been here a few minutes. I was gathering some static cam and decided we'd go ahead and see how people treated us here in Lehi.
Remain, negative injuries, negative blocking. Toyota SUV versus a Hyundai Palisade. We've received another caller that the vehicles are being moved. They're both facing eastbound. Copy, 1017. Does not seem all there by the bathroom, but is there a unit to get back? 3 a.m. fairly close. 3380 copy. 7.4. Copy, 5-1.
Do a full walk around here.
At 11 o'clock. But elementary school negative check. Well, they are being people are causing issues at the stop or that she just
Not a TI, is it?
it was a fellow passenger.
Didn't say anything. Gave us a dirty look. Parked like an asshat. Went inside.
Well, there's one from the Maverick earlier. What? Well, that. There it goes now. Happy number. Okay. 18 more 1023. Copy. 1101. What, Joe? Terrible joke. Sorry, sir. 14, 1042. 1014. Have a good afternoon. 6J70, close to the sector traffic. Station 30, thank you. North side of the back. Is 61 code 4 still out? So the one that I'll make a hold you. Probably watch them. Go horse. Uniform 1-2, Lima, yeah. Uniform 1-2, Lima, yeah. No, he's receiving service from another hiker. Both parties are still up in the area. The RP is in his car. He pulled off just off of it. He was like, you can call it Saturday. He said about the daytime weekend. So like 2002 Oldsmobile Bravada, under provision L and bill, expired 4/23 and
All right. I'm gonna quiet down my radio while I go inside. Hopefully that's quiet enough and not shut off. Good, good. I just need to buy a stamp. Do that over here, over there.
I could sell you some stamps.
You have any 2-cent stamps?
I have to get them out the back.
Can you sell one at a time, or do you got to sell them by the sheet?
Sell them one at a time.
Okay, I just want one with 2-cent stamp now.
You said. Just one. Right?
Yes, sir.
Those gonna be 2 cents.
Thank you very much, sir.
So you have a good day. You want your receipt?
No, thank you.
All right.
I appreciate your service. You have a good day, sir.
You too. Have a good one. Okay. Oh.
I would say that gentleman was very courteous. I'm sure a little bit of his efficiency may have been in the hopes of having me exit just that little bit sooner. Yeah, I would agree. I cannot complain. I think he was a little more nervous about being on camera than he was the fact that he was, of anything else, I don't think he did anything wrong. He did a really good job with that. So. Well, I don't know much about the fair city of Lehi. I did start down the way here at the Lehi Roller Mills. It's a few blocks that way. That's where the film Footloose was took place, where they did a lot of their filming and stuff there on the docks. We took a few pictures of that, but we started our live stream here at the post office. Figured I'd walk down this road here and see what can be seen. I sure appreciate everybody who's joined me today.
Call 513. The RP Nicole is requesting a phone call. She hasn't had contact with her husband since yesterday. His name is Lamar Willie. We did put in a note that he has arrested for DUI with her girlfriend. You just wanted to relay that to her. He'll be on my phone.
Alrighty then, I guess we'll take off and go see what we can see down the road here.
They know their dispatcher for one of their operators. Ready to go ahead. You'll be meeting Nicole in the new building. The vehicle's out front. She is for car. 92, change my zone to 22 J.
Guy's completely oblivious that he's got people behind him.
Central 1J65 1041. Let's make that 1011. Tire's been changed. Vehicle on the way. I'll be 10-8. Both units 10-8. I copy 1115. Okay. The number on the vehicle is going to be U723 Echo Fox on the suspicious. And three individuals are walking northbound away from the vehicle right now.
All right, let's do a walking tour of Lehi. So it's we're on Main Street and 300 East in Lehi. Right there's the intersection, and I see a little nacho stand there. I would really hope that's a small business, and I really appreciate seeing more and more food trucks like that out here. Well, I'm told that Lehi has a lot of bad press when it comes to the police. Is that Captain Happy? Fill out a job application? No, thank you. I don't need another job. I own two businesses of my own. I've got a third one in the making. I don't need another job. I have several jobs besides this, which I don't get paid for this. I'm just out here enjoying my day and putting this videography out there for the people to see, you know? Yeah, Lehi got a lot of press. Huh. Speaking of jobs, there's one of my clients just telling me that they've got my payment ready for me to go pick up. uh, Now that I wouldn't doubt. I could imagine that the post office would have really good benefits. Um, when I first got there, before I turned on the camera, um, I did notice that they had a lot of young people that were employed. The majority of them looked like they were fresh out of high school. So I don't know what these buildings are down here. I'm going to walk down here and see.
What's beginning? 45432.
Is this where all the city buildings and stuff in Lehi are? They're not on Main Street? I don't know what this is. We're going to have to go find out, huh? There's the public safety building. Lehi City Police, huh?
Thanks, everyone. How's that? Show me alright. Okay, this is great. Are you anywhere near the station? This call from an individual requesting a phone call about Officer North harassing him. He called us for. Thank you. Where is it? Out of? Okay. Central Germany Physical Command, Engine 71 is clear and available.
So this building here is the public library over here.
Okay, taxi, go for it. Go for it. You can put that. Thank you. Okay. Perfect. 162, thank you. 3335. You're gonna find us 3112. That'll be clear for me. Okay.
32 Univision.
It's both elementary. It's prior to responding for a 10-year-old female in seizure. The north field outside not requesting assistance. Until David, 8541. Bill wearing a lime, white and black, colored plaid shirt with blue shoes. So it won't be around. Car available. I'm down for two. Yeah, on the one. 115. 125. Copy. Issue 31 tonight. Copy. Three nine nine. You can clear it out. Copy. 6410-4. Sixty-five. repeat.
Additional cell.
Copy. J70, 7J90. Good. Hey, can you come move your truck? We gotta get in the cell report.
One 15.
150.
If you want to assign that impound to 313 and go ahead and give it a case, and we'll close it out too. Seven J 26.
26.
Can you send a state impound to my location for a chief?
Law 1 East, should prove it.
7 J 26. Can you send a state impound for a chief?
Get right up here, I'll stop and address the chat.
I'll be back on the other 1021.
Copy.
Express Parkway, Foothill Boulevard, Montana's on place, Charlie, go, 43
D16OWH, unmarked. Did he just drive around in a circle? It looks like he just drove around in a circle. I got a triggered officer. He is walking back in. Hope he wasn't triggered. I hope they're aware. Lehi City has some pretty bad press when it comes to their police officers. So I'll tell you what I see that I really want to go film before I come back and go into that police station. That truck's associated. You guys can't see it yet, but there's a ladder truck right down here on the road. This is the Lehi Fire Station, it looks like. Hour 82. You guys have been busy today, huh? You're good. How you doing? Been a little busy, huh? Oh, doing training today, huh? I just been listening to the radio. The radio's been a little crazy this morning.
But us. I don't know.
What training you did it in today?
So we got up on the roof doing some just some truck company operations, especially like the commercial structures. Basically just trying to get up top. Dress reversal.
Right on, right on. I appreciate that.
I don't know where.
You mind telling me who you are just so I can know for the record?
My name is Matt.
That's fair enough. That's all I need.
Okay.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm a retired firefighter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so out of Emory County, Utah.
Okay.
So I have an idea on what you're doing, all right?
Yeah, you live around here?
I live in Utah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live right now, so I can't really go into too many details, you know.
Live on what?
We're on YouTube. It's Standing Tall 710.
Okay, right on. Check it out. Have a good day, man.
You too, man. Enjoy. Hey, you guys be safe out there. Know we're praying for you. I'm trying to. There you go. Do appreciate these guys out here doing their training, vehicle operations. So there's several stages of vehicle operations training when we're talking about firefighting. Starts out with basic emergency vehicle operation, which is your BEVO, B-E-V-O. Your BEVO classes are basically, you know, you're driving a fire truck that even our small ones contain about 500 gallons of water. Water moves differently. You know, it It's different than carrying a dry load, you know. People who drive water trucks understand and when you're trying to do that, you know, efficiently, fast, you know, sometimes that's difficult. And so part of the basic emergency vehicle operations test is, you know, driving these vehicles in narrow situations, etc. They also have other operations training that we go through, you know, where to set up, how to set up, where to stage when entering a commercial building. So we go around front. So Lehi really is a pretty city. Can't really see him too good. Good and mirrored they are. So it does say fire personnel only beyond the second door there. They have a little entrance.
Give me a call.
Copy.
Trying to do the same thing. For the citizen contract, do they want a 1021?
They already know this, but just the 14 and 7J went to the city.
They actually didn't meet county. It was a mistake they made. They were actually looking for highway regarding hit and run that occurred on 189.
And Barthing.
Central Chalk 38 1040.
So busy.
North. Big Street Golf. Drop this. Floors on. Charlotte.
Yes, I don't think.
I'll be clear to answer all these shit, but I'll keep going this for a second.
Don't worry. Sorry. Happy? Can I send it out to you or just leave you responsible for it? Yeah, you can clear it out, please. Happy?
Okay, 40 arriving.
You guys do 40. 37 Central before chart?
RJ Victor 104, right?
Can you seven central before check? Well, go for this is done. You can stop out of me. Okay. That we're aware all this missing horses. There's a 1021. The other is a dog running at large.
We got the media out here.
Last seen westbound. That's fine. Copy.
J70 animal complaint.
J70, go ahead.
125 east, 100 north.
Gotcha.
Confirm for now.
Copy.
Are you here with these guys?
Who are you?
I'm Deputy Chief Magnuson.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. What, you have a name I can call you by?
No, sir.
Okay. Hey,
I mean, I do, but
here's the deal. If you're interested in our building, we're more than glad to give you a tour. You want to come in back and look around inside the gates and stuff? We'll take you in and let you look around and show you around if you'd like.
well, I'd like to do that as long as I don't have to identify or anything like that. Is that fine?
Are you just? Is this just?
I'm just out here doing a tour of your city. Is all I'm doing. All right, let me go ahead and do this. All right, folks, as you can see, sorry, we are live right now, just so you're aware.
By the way, this is Lieutenant Chad Ray.
Lieutenant Chad, and you as Chief who?
Deputy Chief Magnuson.
Deputy Chief Magnuson. Good to meet you guys.
There's a side gate and we can go walk
Perfect.
in.
Appreciate it.
We got nothing to hide back here.
Perfect. Yeah, so we're just doing a tour of the city.
Cool.
You know, we started off down there by the post office and what have you. And, you know, your guys' police department has had a lot of bad press. So we thought we'd come out here and just hopefully we could get some good interaction. And that's what I'm getting right now. So
Bad press is usually one-sided.
that's true. And that's what I say. My hope is to come out and get something good. And that's what you guys are giving me right now. And so that's what my people are about. I'm from here in Utah, yes.
Okay.
I have land in several states though, so.
I wished I did.
Well, I would implore everybody to invest in land.
I 100% agree.
Land is a good investment no matter how you look at it. I'm going to set this down and close my umbrella. I don't want to smack you with it inadvertently.
So where else do you have land? What states?
I'd rather not say right now just because I am live. And
Got it. Understand.
people like to dox us, you know what I mean?
I can
I already told the firefighters down there more than I probably should have, you know. I'm going to go ahead and turn my radio down here. That way we can hear better, and I'm not trying to disturb anything you got going on.
There's a lot of stuff going on inside, so we probably can't get into
Right.
inside. But we can go back in here in this gated area and show you around. And
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, we just like to see where our money is spent, you know, and so a lot of the folks that subscribe to my channel, you know, they like it when.
YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Standing Tall 710.
check it out.
Please do. My goal is to get all interactions, both good and bad, and
I
so.
appreciate that.
Did you guys see me on camera, or was it just the one officer that was leaving when he came back in and said something?
They just said
One of the
somebody
officers
go
said
by.
somebody.
Yeah,
We'll go give him a tour.
right
We like this
on.
building, so we like to show.
Yeah, no, I like that. I appreciate it. So, yeah, so I was just standing over there when he went out. No big deal, you know. Went down, talked to the firefighters and what have you. I didn't want to violate anything. It clearly was posted that this is authorized personnel only.
Yeah, and we have it secured
know.
just for the safety of the officers when they're bringing people back, or just a wide variety of reasons.
Right, and I can understand that absolutely.
I mean, you're more than welcome to walk around.
Right on.
Show you around. I mean,
Right on.
you see, we got.
Yeah. So does it matter which way you all go in or out?
No,
So you just have the two entrances, what have you. Beautiful.
I mean, a lot.
I assume this is over here is like a Sally Port. You guys have a jail on location, or?
Yeah, we just walked past it, but.
Oh, so this would be your Sally Port then.
Sally Port, and then inside this bay here, there's like a training of. Are you familiar with Virtua? Like what it is, it's a live simulator, and they go into a 360 room, and it has different scenarios that come at them, and it basically teaches de-escalation, shoot, don't shoot, things of that nature. And it really kind of puts the officer under, it's a simulated stress, but as close as we can get without being actually out in the street. And we teach them to de-escalate, or
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm good. I'm glad I hear something like that. You know, I come out here.
We can show, I didn't know he's in there. We can show it to you.
That would be amazing.
It's not much.
I come out here because I had a friend killed by you guys. You know? Yeah, unfortunately.
By Lehi?
Yeah. He was carrying a sword.
Oh, that wasn't Lehi.
Well, it was Lehi, Saratoga Springs area. Sorry.
It was Saratoga. Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. So, not trying to pin it on any one particular. It's just, you know. So for me, that's, you know, it's good to know that you guys got something like that going on. Just so you guys are aware, I have nothing on me that is dangerous to you guys in any way. Okay, beautiful.
This enters into our jail area, but then this is that training area. I gotta get to the other side and get more.
Come on.
This is, it broadcasts scenarios 360, and then the officers go up and they interact with the scenarios, and it's kind of role playing, but it still puts them under a lot of simulated stress. And then we have the instructors that sit here, and based on the responses from the officers, they can change the interaction on the screen. If the officer gives commands like, hey, we're here to help, please put down the weapon, they can have the scenario put down the weapon and comply. Or they can alter it, and that's ultimately what we're after, is that kind of a situation. And this teaches the officers all those different kind of situations.
That is amazing. That is amazing. I appreciate that you guys are doing this. This is something that on the streets we don't hear about this.
This is actually owned by all of the agencies in Utah County, and all of the agencies in Utah County use and train on this. We just had a place to store it. We're lucky to have it here because we get to use it more than everybody else.
Well, right. It's on location.
Exactly. But they all come and use it all the time, and I don't know of an agency in the county that doesn't use it. I think they all do.
Now, with that being said, do they have a scheduled time that they each come around? And perfect.
We set up a schedule, and then any time that somebody's not using it, they can check with that agency, and then they can come use it whenever they'd like.
About how many man hours would you say are spent in training on this in 1 year?
Yes, I can't even fathom a guess.
Okay, fair enough.
We have agencies.
I know that's a hard question, but that's, that's something that interests us.
Like Provo and Utah County, when they come, they'll be here all day and all night when they have it. So to say, I couldn't tell you.
That's fair enough.
Our agency like Pleasant Grove, they'll have it for 3 or 4 days, and they may only use it for 6 hours a day for those 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
So yeah,
beautiful.
It's
beautiful.
Been very, very good resource for us.
That's awesome. Do you mind if I just film this part right here?
Let me just turn this over because it's got a phone number on it.
Oh, fair enough. I wasn't even looking. I was meaning more of that stuff.
It's just basically, if anybody wants to look it up, this is the company right here,
Vertra.
yeah.
Here we go, folks, right there. Right on. Well, let's continue where we were. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you guys.
Oh, we love giving tours. We're super pleased that the community supports us.
Well, and that's one of the things that
where we can train well, and
that's one of the things that a lot of departments, if you will, are really lacking in their openness. And for, the majority of the people, it's all about transparency. The more open you guys are, the better we feel about having you out here working for us, so.
a majority of this building right here is just storage for, it's got bikes, like found property, evidence, things like that. That corner, we walk past, there's some patrol, where they come in and type their reports. There's a training and a briefing room. We like our guys to try to stay in shape. So we have right here is a lot of workout equipment because we want them to stay healthy and active. So when you need them, they can get to you and make sure they're able to provide the help they need. The city was good and was able to build us a couple bays where we can train indoors, and it's got more storage. I'm just trying to think what else to show you. I mean, you've got, obviously there's a generator. This building's designed to be up and have immediate occupancy in case of like what they tell us, like a 7.0 or an 8.0 earthquake.
It's an 8-0.
Okay.
And it's designed, in fact, we can go inside and show you, there's a spot where it's designed where we can run an emergency operations center in this building. So they set it up with some good equipment so that we could get out and help the citizens right away if there was ever.
Beautiful. Yeah, can we see your operations?
Yeah, it's not much to see because it's a bunch of cabinets with computers.
Right, I understand.
Also a room that people can reserve out and use as a community room.
Okay, fair enough.
We have a lot of weddings, homecomings, farewells, just a lot of just all kinds of business meetings, and some that anybody can reserve and use.
That's beautiful.
So right in this way. We'll just go out to the main lobby, and that's the best way to get.
Which is the way I was going to come in.
Yeah,
I seen this lady out here filming, so I thought I'd catch some B-roll, and that's when you guys approached, so.
They've got us set for a training we're going to do this afternoon.
Oh, beautiful.
So today they're doing a training on how to deal with people with autism and some disorder. Half our officers here.
Again, just make sure you get off camera. That's how to deal with calls in that scenario?
And people are struggling with those issues.
Okay.
So, but this is the one we were talking about.
So I got a question on that regards. I know a little bit about your 10 codes, et cetera, and oftentimes we'll hear somebody called in for a 1096 or a mental
To
subject.
be honest with you, you're 100% accurate on the 1096 being for somebody having a mental breakdown or an issue that way.
Right.
Anymore, our dispatch has gone to a plain talk, and they very rarely use 10 codes anymore. The only guys that you catch using 10 codes are the old guys like us that have been around forever.
Right.
New officers, I don't even know if they know the full 10 code.
That's beautiful. I appreciate that.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
No, you answered the question I was after, because I am one of them guys who understands the 10 code. I'm a retired firefighter, so
Nice.
my experience has brought me to understand the old 10 codes. I know that nowadays, you heard I had my radio going, I was listening, and yeah, it is more plain talk these days. And that's kind of where I was after, to see how your department responds in that regard.
We're part of Utah Valley Dispatch, which is a whole group of, it's like a special service district.
Right.
And outside of Provo and Orem and Springville, everybody in Utah Valley is uses the same dispatch center, but has a few different channels.
Right.
And I think the entire Utah Valley is pretty much plain talk now, as far as I know.
Beautiful.
So, just another bit of gee-whiz info. This room, you see it's called the Broadbent Community Room. There used to be a Broadbent General Store here that was, I should know my history on it. I couldn't tell you when it opened, early 1900s.
There we go.
There's a plaque right here that kind of gives details of the store. And if you were to look on this building, you can see that the building has a kind of a shape to it with the arched windows. If you go outside and look at this building, it's got the similar features.
All right.
And to honor the Broadbents, all the brick and stuff inside here came off the original building. Originally,
Beautiful.
the city looked at trying to rehabilitate that building, but after it went to some engineering and stuff, they determined it wasn't safe. And there was actually not even really a legitimate foundation under it, and it couldn't be saved.
How common is that actually?
Yeah, I mean,
It really is. So
yeah, 1882 is when it was built. So,
amazing.
but anyway, yeah, this is,
Amazing. This is a kitchen area over here. Beautiful.
in this room, like I said, we rented out.
Wanted to rent it out to say do a video screening of some kind.
It depends on how long it is. It's so much per hour. I don't remember the number exactly. The city takes care of that.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But like, we've had like baby showers. I mean, just, you name it, it's happened in here.
Beautiful. So I got a question for you. If I was to pay for a screening of Vice, the story about the guy who created the SWAT team out in Salt Lake, and then he created there's a movie that he created after that. If I was to pay for that for your officers to attend, would you guys be willing to watch that show?
I can't say, I probably would. I can't speak for all my officers, because I'll be honest, when they get off work, they want to go.
Okay. Creating what means and tactics, standing from where
I'm not
he's
gonna
at.
find it on my own and watch it. But I'll be honest with you, the SWAT teams are, the things you're talking about, they're evolving every day.
Right, right,
SWAT teams are changing their tactics and things because of that.
right.
There's a lot of things that have changed operationally with like entry teams or SWAT teams that's far different than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Exactly, yeah.
Very drastic from 20 years ago.
Right, right.
So, and it's all come from those type of events you're talking about.
Right, right.
So,
Fair
let's
enough.
try-
I like that. So I got one other question for you. You guys, y'all go down and do the shooting. You use the shooting range in the mouth of Spanish Fork Canyon, right?
do.
How hard would it be for somebody like me to get it set up to do a tour down there?
That's something you'd have to reach out to the sheriff's department.
Okay,
because
it's the
they
sheriff.
actually run that.
Okay.
I do know, I'm not sure what,
I travel to quite regularly.
us to a range out in Cedar Valley, and it just kind of didn't work out anymore. And the sheriff's department was really good to let us use that one to go up and train at. It's a bit of a drive. I mean, it's.
It is. It's quite a drive.
45 minute to train that's as good as anywhere around. So we're pleased, even though it's a drive, we're pleased to be able to get to use it.
To deal with. I am going to take off. I'm not going to bug you guys no more.
Oh, you're good.
I so appreciate the tour. My viewers absolutely appreciate the tour. It's Standing Tall 710.
Okay.
You know, I do try everything. So a lot of my videos are extremely boring because nothing happens. You know, and that's what people don't, that a lot of subscribers will get on and they're all about, oh, I want to see action. And then they get mad at me because I went live and there was nothing for them to see other than what firefighters, police officers, EMS deal with on an everyday basis, which is oftentimes quite boring, you know, from a media standpoint.
Yeah, we don't, I agree with that.
And so, no, please.
99.9% of the calls will bore everybody to death.
And that's exactly it. You know, my videos, I've got one or two in their place. Things were taken care of. All was basically that he not be behaving. So, you know, good interaction, some content my viewers can go and see. Something that most people are not going to be able to see aside from coming and checking out this video.
Pretty big hand in building or designing and helping lay out this building. We're proud of it. We're proud.
You should be.
We're proud of what goes on behind the walls in this building. We believe our guys are very well trained. I mean, we're training on something today that I think all the agencies are working on getting there, but we're there. And we try to do these, what are we doing, this about once a month, a topic similar to this.
City. And I'll commend your officers for the way he handled the call, because I don't know how else he could have. And off to have even lost a video stream here. It cut out for a minute.
Okay.
But no, I absolutely appreciate you guys. I'm not going to set off an alarm, right?
Nope.
Beautiful.
Nice
You
to meet
too. Hey, I absolutely appreciate meeting you guys. You guys be safe out there, okay?
Thank you.
Know that there's people praying for you, all right? Have a good one. Wow, there you go, guys. An unexpected tour of the Lehi City Police Department. Area is not generally accessible by the public. I think these guys did really well. Who all still with me? Oh, Tyson, yes, sir. If you're still on. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize I'd buffered out. I was too busy talking to them guys. We was standing in that room and it cut me out. I'll have to see what it looks like, you know, when I go back and watch the video after. These guys did really good. I'm gonna have to say that Lehi City Police Department gets a pass. They didn't try to search me. I am wearing gear that contains several pockets. Just the butt pouch on this vest has quite a bit of emergency survival gear, if you will, in it. What do you guys think? How did Lehi City Police Department do? You know, I walked off and checked out them firefighters, and them guys couldn't find me. They were all kinds of nervous as to where I went. I do appreciate them. They were both very friendly, very professional. I'm already an hour and a half into this, an hour and 20 minutes into this. Yes, that was absolutely a good interaction and on house. Sorry, I didn't even block that with the umbrella. All righty, folks. I'm going to stand in this shade tree right here in front of this law office. I'm going to rest for just a minute. We're going to go ahead and shut this video down. I'm going to go through and read some chat. Bertra 360 training program, 150 to 300,000, with 200,000 being the typical cost. Thank you, and on mouth. Tyson Price, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. I absolutely believe that Lehi did go raise from 47,000 people to 72,000 in 10 years. And yes, American pork is also expanding. I definitely like showing off fire trucks. You seen how quick I went when I seen it there. All righty, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me today. This is Standing Tall 710. We've been coming at you live from behind the Wasatch Curtain. We started our tour in Lehi at the Postal Service, and we ended our tour just down here on Main Street and 2nd East in front of the law offices of Morgan and Morgan. We had an unexpected tour of the Lehi City Police Department and was able to see a couple of their training rooms and their operations center. And we really appreciate the deputy chief and the lieutenant for coming out and interacting with us in such a good way. Until next time, folks, we're gone.